Hi everyone, and now we're going to create the top of our protective case. I want to do the front. Here we have, I do a front view, and I'm going to create the side profile in a sketch. So we're going to start off with a sketch. I'm going to create a rectangle, corner to corner rectangle, starting at the origin. And here we go, there's my corner to corner. The height is going to be 38.5. So now I'm going to dimension it. 38.5. And of course, the width is going to be 2.5, which is the radius of the circle. Excellent. Now we're going to create the hinge part, the profile of the hinge. We're going to create it in a circle and just select a side and grow it. It's going to be a radius of, or a diameter of 5 millimeters. And now I'm going to trim it to make it beautiful. Here we go. And to make sure our extrude works properly and to verify visually that this is what our this profile of our hinge should look like. Excellent. So the next step is to extrude it, of course. I like to do it from isometric view. I'm going to select the sketch. And I'm going to extrude it by 55 millimeters. And there I have it, okay? The next step is to create the hinge. I'm going to go right view. And when I do the right view, I'm going to select, it's basically the back of the, or the cover, the top part of the lid of our box. I'm going to select it. I'm going to create a plane. I'm going to make sure that it's right on top to make it easier. Doesn't matter where it is, but to make it easier, it's right on top. And our plane is ready. Now we're going to create a new sketch on our new plane. And it's going to outline here it is. I'm going to create the sketch. I'm going to use, instead of a corner rectangle, I'm going to use the center point rectangle, okay? The reason I'm using the center point rectangle, I want you to see that this line that we could use as an origin to anchor our sketch and to constrain it is in the middle of the hinge. So I'm going to use that to create a center point sketch. Here's one corner rectangle, and it's constrained to the middle of the hinge. Here's the second, and now I'm going to dimension everything. So in between the two, I have 34 millimeters. The length of each side is 10.5. And the length of this side is 10.5. Okay. And the width, because we're in the center, will work with 5. And that will allow us to extrude the whole circle or the whole hinge. Excellent. So everything's been constrained properly. I'm going to end my sketch. I'm going to highlight this, select the two rectangles. I'm going to extrude it. I'm going to remove it, not add it, remove, and then go 5 millimeters. Excellent. And now we're starting to look more like a cover. So now the next step is we're going to hollow out a semicircle so that our hinge fits into it like a puzzle. We're going to create a new sketch on that side, the face of extrude 2. I'm now going to do a center circle with a line down the middle. I'm going to draw a line, and that helps us select half of the circle, which we could revolve, okay? So I'm going to dimension the circle. I think it is 3 millimeters. It's 1.5. Great. The next step is our sketch is done. Select half of the circle, revolve it, select the axis of revolution, and make sure you say remove. And our hole is done. We're going to select the next side, create a circle, or create a sketch, then a center point circle. I'm going to dimension it to 5, or actually to 3. And I'm going to draw a line down the middle. Make sure you go through it. In order for it to be constrained, you have to go through the middle. Excellent. The next step is, so let's end our sketch. And the next step is for us to select the semicircle. This is going batty. Let me just select there. The next step is for us to select the semicircle and then revolve it. So I'm going to go revolve first. You can do it either way. It tells us to select the face. Select the face. Now we're going to do the revolve axis. And I'm going to go remove. And our hinge is complete. Let's look at the isometric view of it. And we are great. The next video is going to work on the latch, and that will happen soon.